Hi everybody, in this video I wanted to talk about which scopes have glint on them, which scopes have glare, which are the scopes that when you look down them with your sniper rifle or assault rifle, your enemy who you're looking at will see, you know, that shining almost like a star, which warns them that they're being looked at, and then obviously they start running around. And the simple answer to that is any of the scopes that are above the 4 times sight. So let's go in and let us change this to a sniper. So like the let's say you run the HDR, very popular weapon, the HDR, isn't it? If you go into the gunsmith and we go over to the optics, well, sorry, the standard optic that it comes with, the one that you can see there, has scope glint or scope glare. As soon as you look down the sight, if you're and you're aiming at someone, if they look at you, they'll see that shining glint that gives away the fact they're being aimed at. It gives away your position. Obviously, they can spot you. They can return fire. If there's someone behind them or near them that you're not aiming at, they'll see that too, and they blap. They can return fire. As we go down, now the scout, which is more of an, people would often think of it as more of a AR sort of scope, which is because it's only 3.25. That has no scope glint. The thermal sniper scope, this is an 8 times. So it does have glint. The 3 times optic, again, low magnification, no glint. Variable zoom, this goes from 5.5 times to 12.6, so it does have that glint. The Cronen Pro, only 3.5 times. This is a good choice if you really want to go after a kind of a stealth scope with no glint on it. 3.5 times, you know, it still makes people that little bit closer, so you've got a chance of getting that headshot for that one-shot knock or that one-shot kill. The Merc Thermal, 3.25, no scope glint. And then the Thermal Dual Power, which goes from 5 to 12 points, does have an optical glint. I mean, and you the other thing that gives it away is when you look at the screen and you look at the description of the scope, they'll all tell you there as well. They'll say optic glint visible to enemies. So, and really it's anything above 4 times will have an optical glint. So if you don't want an optical glint, probably the Cronen at 3.5 times is a good option. Now, if we go over to something like the M4 and lots of the assault rifles, if we go over to the optics here, you obviously have the option to put something like a sniper scope on your assault rifle, and it's consider instead going with the flip hybrid, because the flip hybrid gives you that 4 times magnification, which is better than, you know, you could see the scopes that we could put on the HDR, and doesn't have any scope glint at all. This is the scope that at the moment I'm using the most, because I like the fact that you can use one gun, whether it be the Grau or the M4 or whatever you like, and I run that with the RPG, and because I use the flip hybrid, I can flip it off, and I've just got the hollow, and then I can flip the other bit on, and then I've got a 4 times, which is really good for engaging enemies at medium to medium long range. And again, I don't give away my position. So that's my big tip there. If you want to run a magnified sight on an assault rifle, or even, I don't know whether you can you put them on DMRs actually? Let's have a quick look. Let's go to this. Let's change that to, I don't know if I've unlocked any of them enough. Let's have a look. Yeah, I haven't unlocked any of them enough. But we all tend to be using ARs quite a lot, don't we? So, you know, my big hint would be use that 4 times flip hybrid on your AR, because it gives you that 4 times magnification to really zoom in, so you can engage at medium to medium long range, and you're not giving yourself away. And then just to recap about the glints, the scopes that give you a glint, change that back to the sniper. Just remember that it's anything above 4 times. including all the thermals, sights, and also it does tell you in the description of the scope as well. Anyway, hopefully that's useful. Hopefully it's given you some ideas to play around with your loadouts, to maybe have a stealthy, non-glinting scope on your gun. And if you've got any questions, put them in the box down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.